I have in front of me here a video Balun that's available on the tvtrade.ie website. So basically we have an input on one side for a BNC connector, and on the far side, if we rotate it around, we have a terminal block, normally where we would connect in a Cat5 cable or one of the twisted pair from a Cat5 cable. So basically the purpose of this is to take a picture that's terminated with BNC, to run it down a Cat5 cable, and then to have another Balun identical to this one on the far end of the cable. And what it will do is it will convert the picture from the Cat5 cable input to a BNC output. Okay, so what I've done here is what I'm going to do in the next step here is I'm just going to show an overview of the various parts that would be involved in use with this, and also how we would actually fit this onto a Cat5 cable. So what I have here is I have a cable, a length Cat5 that I've actually cut down, and I've cut the top 5 centimeters or so of the sheeting off here, and I've done the same on the far end, and I've terminated on both ends. I've chosen in this case to use this Cat5 cable to do two things: to run power from a power unit to a camera, and also to take picture from the actual camera and run it back to a DVR or a TV monitor. Okay, so if we see here anyway, the Cat5 cable is made up of 4 twisted pairs. They basically come in 4 colors: orange, blue, brown and green, with a mixture of whites mixed in to make up each pair. Okay, so if we look at the actual Balun here, I'm just going to hold up this block here now, and what you can see is that we have screws here. So what we can do is we can use a fine Phillips screwdriver, such as I have in my hand here, and we can loosen off the connection here, so we can actually open up the jack. And what we can do is we can pick a pair. So for instance, I'm going to pick this green pair here. So I'm going to use the green and white for running the negative cable, and the green for running the positive feed here. So what I'll do is I simply slot this in here like this, and I use my Phillips screwdriver here, and I just screw it in, and what it'll do is it actually locks this into position like this. Okay, so would keep the same convention in terms of the wiring here and the color codes on the Balun on the far end. Now I'm actually just going to remove this Balun here because I've already completed this process with this cable here already. Okay, using orange cables, orange and white on this Balun, and the same on the far end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to connect up this camera that we see in front of me here and use the Baluns to run the picture from the camera back. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take power from the power unit here, and I connect it up here. We run the power through the blue and white cable to the far end here and provide power into the actual camera. Okay, and that's the first step. And the next step is to come along and take the Balun here, and we put it on, and we're going to connect it to the camera. So you can see I've done that there now. Okay, so now we're going to come on the far end, and normally we'll say what we have is we have a cable like this, or this type of connection. So maybe this will slot directly on the Balun as it is, and if not, we'll say we can just put an adapter like this onto our existing cable, and it just converts it from male or female to male. And then what we can do is now. So what we've done now is we've actually connected this camera through the Cat5 cable to this television monitor here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up here, and you can see here it's actually done quite a good job of running the picture through. Okay, just rotate it a little bit more to get my the right orientation on myself here. Okay, so that's it anyway. So it's actually relatively simple to install. The great advantage of using Cat5, we'll say, for running picture is that a single Cat5 can actually run picture back from a total of 4 cameras, and also you can get away with much longer runs normally using Cat5 than you would with say using traditional RG59. And also normally houses are not pre-wired with RG59, but an awful lot of houses are pre-wired with Cat5. So from that perspective anyway, it just makes These Baluns here are very popular, and it just means that it's a very effective, a cost-effective and efficient way of connecting cameras back to DVRs. So that's it anyway, an overview of the video Balun that's available on the tvtrade.ie website.